Hello, this is Aaron, and today we are providing a demo of NVYN schedule software. This software is used for scheduling visitor time with the working staff. So once you receive the download link, you should be able to download the software and install it on your PC, desktop, or laptop. Once you are done with the installation, you should be able to click the desktop icon for NVYN and start the software, and you will be provided with a login screen. So the first thing what we are going to review today is the admin module that includes some of the key setup related aspects, and once we are through, we should move forward with some of the scheduling time for the visitors. So let's quickly go through some of the key features what this software offers, and you will be able to understand what are the key things and features that you can utilize for your organization, company, or small business. Okay, so without wasting time, I think the critical aspect is to go through some of the key help aspect. So once you install, you log in with admin as the login ID, admin as a password. Click on the help content, and as we always say about the different aspects of step-by-step guide, which is offered on all of the softwares that our company provides. So click on the step-by-step guide. This will initially guide you through some of the key aspects that you need to go through on setting up of your store or company or organization. So we'll go through the steps one by one, and those should be quick so that we can spend some time in a couple of key reports and features and some of the modules that are important for scheduling software. Okay, so all fields are mandatory, they cannot be blanks. We'll go through the features of admin company, what you can set up, the features related to users on how you can set up, license if you are purchased, otherwise you are totally feel free to use this software. There are hardly any limitations. What is the kind of schedule setup or configuration you need to do, what is the initial message setup, and how you will customize. Then we'll go through the group that might be helpful for the meeting types and some purpose or tasks. Finally, we'll go through the staff on how you need to set up and visitor. Okay, so after clicking this help module, we'll flip back to the software. Again, as I said, when you log in as admin and admin as a password, you will be able to see the screen that I'm sharing now. So we talked about the help piece. Click on the admin, click on the company. You can make the changes to the company setup, the organization that you are working through for setting up the software. Click on the modify link, make some changes to these aspects. Let's make some address one. Okay, so and whatever changes you need to do for your organization, you can make all the relevant changes. Some of these are info only, and the short name typically will be used for most of the reports. Hit on the save, or if you don't want to make changes, you can cancel it. Click cancel. We'll save it. Again, we'll exit this option. The next piece is the user. The default is the admin, and we also have user. If you need to add more users, you can certainly add them and make the changes accordingly. So the ID is the login ID is the username and the password that you need to log in for the system. Moving forward, let's go on to the license. If you have purchased, you can update those details. Schedule is one of the key fact that you need to make the changes to. So we'll go through a couple of key points here. You can click modify calendar sync. Now what does the calendar sync mean? Calendar sync is there are two types of calendars we have. One is for the meeting, one is for the staff work schedule. If you need the staff work schedule to be reflected on meeting, you can say calendar sync yes. So that means if a particular staff is working from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., only those slots will be available in the meeting, so that accordingly you can set up the meeting during that available staff time only. So those are the key things that we will look into. Right now we will keep it off so you can see all the available calendars. Okay, so the mute duration, if you want to set up the meeting for 30 minutes, 60, those are the two defaults at this time. Any I think those should suffice. Anything less than 30, maybe 15, 10 minutes, it's difficult to manage. So hopefully you'll be able to select from one of them. Okay, so this is a 24-hour format. The starting time for the meeting is the 6 a.m. and meeting last hour that will be catered is 21. So 21 hours will also be included, which is 9 p.m. Okay, so let us keep it say for example till 20. Okay, so I'll click this button and change it till 20. I'll save it. This is more of the schedule preference customization that you need to do so that that can be viewed on Meet and Work calendars, particularly on Meet calendar for this Meet duration. Okay, moving on. I think the next is a message. If you have some initial message that you need to set it up, that you can do. So we'll click this modify. Default is Outlook. SMTP, if you need more details, do contact us. We can provide some guidance on that. Otherwise, you will be able to get this information: SMTP server, port, email, password, SSL, TSS. TLS, those you can get it from your web coordinator or web host. Okay, so I will say initial newly added message for visitor. Okay, so this is something which will come up on the reminders when you try to send it up. Okay, we'll save it. We'll exit. The next is customize. Again, this is totally optional. How does your screen look and feel, so that you can set it up, make the changes accordingly, and you can wait for yourself. Okay, let's click exit. So we talked about help, initial part, and some of the other features you can certainly explore. Admin, we talked almost all of the points or options related to company, user, license, schedule, message, optimize, customize, and options you can certainly explore. Not too big of a point here, but it's more related to some application maintenance. Okay, so the next key step is master. You go to the master, we'll create group. So these are the different colors that will be available for a particular group. So say for example, if there is a franchise meeting that you'd like to set up within your organization, that you can set up. So we have created a group called meeting group called franchise. So this is a franchise group, and the color code on the calendar that should come up is this is what we have set up. Just click on these links and you can make the changes to the different colors that you want it for your calendar view. Okay, we'll just leave it as it is. You can see some of the other pieces that we have added. Say for example, general meeting is just a estimate meeting, so those color codes have been provided. Okay, so those are the groups. Purpose is a task. Say for example, you need to create a task saying that work detail or work finalize. I will add a task, confirm add. I will add work finalize. Okay, so just hit remarks and we'll save it. So these are some of the tasks that you can add by default that will come up when you need to set up the meeting. So once you add the meeting, you can certainly add these tasks if those are related to your meeting purpose. Okay, so real quick navigation help. We went through content, some of the details. Admin, we have gone through some of the key setup related aspect. We talked about group and purpose. Now we'll jump directly onto transaction. So here two key steps are the staff and visitor. With the visitor you can create on the fly when you create a meeting, but the staff is you need to add it initially. So we'll go to one of the staff. Say for example, let me navigate to say for example uh, okay, this is the staff. Okay, so for example, need to modify, you can make the changes here. what is the designation, name, address, city, state, and those pieces. And these are all the work times that you can see from Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So those are the work times that you can set it up. Again, these are the 24-hour format. So as you can see, uh, the staff is working for from this time to this time. So say example, on a particular date on Friday, he's working from 9 to say 16. Just hit on this button and this will change to 16. So that is 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. If you need to make some changes here, that also you can include, extended PM extended, say for example. Okay, so those are the some of the 24-hour format you can set it up. So that will act as a schedule for the staff. So make changes if you don't need. If somebody is not working on a particular time, you can click the cross mark X sign, that is no work. So it will become, or it will reset to 00, just like this one. Okay, we'll hit and save. Add all the staff members and maintain here, and that way you can view those schedules. Next is mate. This is only the information only purpose, that will show all the different meetings that you have set it up with your staff. Now revision is, just to give more clarity, is a work revision. So as we talked about staff, let me flip one quick moment. Say for example, the Thursday work time for a particular staff FPNA is from 13 to 19. But for a particular Thursday, if this is not the work time, you can make the changes on the work schedule, and that is what it will reflect on the revision. So for this particular date and this particular staff, this is a revised schedule, work schedule for the staff. So all those revisions you can see here. Next is a reminder. So these are all the meeting reminders that you can send it for all the staff with visitor. So if you have, say for example, the calendar date is 8/26, for 8/26 you will send a reminder to all the meeting list that is there on 8/26. You need to include the visitor name, meeting date, meeting time, staff name. You can either include it or you can remove it. This is only a history only view, but I will show it to you on the other screen. So this was a reminder sent on 8/26, just for sample purpose, and it was sent to a total of 11 customers. So only one customer had the email, so we were able to successfully send it to one customer. The others we were not able to send. So again, I think this is more information only purpose, but we'll go through that. Okay, so let's exit and explore all the different options, and you click staff. You can utilize all these operations which are there in the toolbar as well. So either you can operate through the menu or you can click on the toolbar. We'll exit that. The utility is the email meeting I was talking about. So you can select a particular date. I'll go through these pieces later on. The reports are the different reports that are available. Just try to utilize some of them and see how it works. So I'll give a quick snapshot. Say for example, what does the meet hours look like? What are the different meetings that are there? So I will click on, say for example, from August 1st till today, and you can click view. You can see these are the staff designation. This is the designation. This is the staff. They had total of these meetings that were available. The total duration in minutes and hours. So you can see the list of all the meet hours. Again, there are different reports that you can view, and these are all the reports that you can view at any time. So before let's take a quick pause. I would like to set up some meeting and review some work schedule that will give some insight to you on how it works. Now, before I flip to the other screen, let me remind you need to exit this screen. This is a admin screen where you make some changes to the maintenance as well as make some customizations and preference changes. So once you start the application again, you log in using the user mode, and that is called the meeting setup mode. So log in with the credential user1, the password is user1, and you will be able to see the other screen which I'm going to flip now. Okay, so let me flip to that. Okay, so this is a screen which you will see which is in the user mode. Okay, so the mode is user, login with user 1 as a ID and user 1 is the password. Okay, so here you will be able to see the meet plan, work plan, visitor, meeting list, email meeting, work list and all. So let's quickly jump onto meeting plan. So here you will be able to see all the hours. So again, as I said, during the schedule setup that we wanted from 6 a.m. to 20 p.m. So those are all the meetings, and here all the staff members you can see. So you can set it up any of the meeting over here with any of the customer. Now again, as I said, that we'll create a new meeting, but as I said, if you synchronize the staff members work time with this calendar, only those setup will be coming. So for example, for M Lenny, if you are saying that he will work from 8 a.m. to say 4 p.m., which is 16 hours, so you can see the plus sign only on those setup times if the synchronization is on. Okay, so okay, let me take a past time just to show you all the meeting details. We will talk about August 26. Here you can view all the meetings. So these were all the meetings that were set up. So we'll try to set up one new meeting. Say for example, Swan, okay, is working on this time. We'll need to set up a time from say 5 p.m. okay, to 5 to 6. I'm going to click over here and I'm going to click a new visitor now, or say for example the existing visitor. Okay, I'll type the visitor phone 9997 and just hit enter or click the tab button. Okay, so it's meant for Kara. Just hit on the plus sign. Okay, so I can make some changes to address. Okay, city 2. So this way, if say for example, if this phone number was not existing, it's a new customer, you enter a new phone and you can enter all these details and hit save. That is the way how the visitor will be created. Okay, so let's save it. So say this is a new meeting. Okay, I'll add the details here. Now I was talking about the other purpose. So you hit on the plus sign that will show the listing. Okay, you click, say for example, I'm going to move using the keyboard. I'm going to select the task 2. I'm going to hit enter again and select the work final. So those are all the tasks that are going to be lined up here. This is the 250 character details that you can save it, and we can view the information on this part. Okay, so I'll type here, say new info to view. Okay, so you can see this information, you can see this detail on the report. Okay, so this is from the meeting date on 8/26. Again, this is for the future you can select, but I'm just making a sample entry here. Now this group will fall within, say this is a estimate setup time. I'll click that, put some remarks and save it. Okay, this is from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. You can see from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. These are the entry details that we have created. Okay, so this is the way how you can create all the meetings, for a particular day, and when you change it for a different day, you can certainly view those setup again. So right now nothing has been set up, but you can certainly set up accordingly. Let me see. Okay, for now, right, nothing is there. Okay. So as and when you need, you can create those meetings, make the changes to the date, and you can view all those pieces. You need to see all the group information. What does the color code mean? Click on the group information. You can see the different color code that reflect to the different meeting groups that we have. Okay, moving on. I think the next key piece is the work plan. You will exit here, click on the work plan, and this is the work plan. So let me roll back onto a prior date, so that will give some snapshot. Okay, so click on the date and it will load all the work plan. So as I said, the synchronization is off, but if you see the synchronization is on, you can see the meeting indicated by M. So W stands for work, R for revised. This means this is the default work schedule for M Lenny. If we talk about the other staff, you can see R for revision. So that means when you click this one, this is the revised time from the original setup, so if you delete this, it will go on to the regular format. So all we are saying is for this particular staff, this is the revised schedule. Let us go ahead and delete this schedule. Either you click, say for example on this for this staff, if I click here, I can make the changes to the schedule and that will become a revision. And if I say I will remove this, let me click on this one and we'll remove so there is no revision. Moment you delete this revision, the original staff work time is going to come up. So as you can see, it has come up to the original staff work time. So that is the way how you can navigate and make changes. Okay, so as I said, if the sync is on, you can see M for meet, W is for work, R for revision, or if a particular staff does not work, say for example, this staff does not work today, he has taken a leave, click here, click on the revision. So the from time and to time should be 0, and that indicates that there is no work. Okay, hit on the remarks and click save. You will be able to see all the dots here. So this means this is a revised schedule, but the staff is not working here. Okay, so those are the two pieces. We talked about meet plan, we talked about work plan. Visitor, you can certainly make changes. If you need make revisions here, you can click or type the phone, search it, make the changes here accordingly, so okay. So meeting list, I was talking about this one. Let us try to see what meetings were there on 8/26. Click on the list. These are the meet list that you can see. So as you can see, for as fun, we created a meeting from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. You can see the details here. The meeting name is, this is the meeting name, these are the details. You can see new info to view, that is what we typed here, and those are the information that you can see. Now you can click on a page view, whole page view. So these are all the meetings for the particular staff. Now for 8/26 you can get different pages. So this is for this staff, all the list of meetings for this staff. Click on the next page. This is for this staff. So this staff has only one meeting. Click on the next. This staff man has 2 meetings on this particular date. So you just need to select a particular date and all those meeting lists will be displayed here along with the color code. You can take a print out, you can take a print, you can email it or export it onto a particular document. Okay, moving on. I think email meet, this is what I was talking about. So I'll click, say, the prior one, which is 26. So we have got total of 14 meetings. So all the customers, when you click here, details where you are able to see the email IDs, only for those email IDs the information will go off. So these are all the different meetings that you have, and you can send out a message as an email reminder. And here I was talking about earlier that if you need the visitor name, phone to be included, that you can include, you need to include meeting name, staff name, all these pieces you can select. If I click no, accordingly staff name will not be included in that message. When you try to hit process, it will try to take all the relevant emails and send it across to those members. Okay, so that was the email meet. Work list, this is more for information purpose. You need to see what is the work list for a particular day of all your staff members. Select the particular date and click view. You will be able to see all the staff members and you can see the information, what is the from hour to hour, what they are working on the particular day. Now as I indicated earlier, R is for revision. So that revision will indicate if there is a revision to a original schedule for a particular staff. You can see by the indicator R. Okay, so I think that's all. Very specifically, you talk about meet plan, work plan, and related to the meeting list and work list that you can generate from the system. So that is all about the NVYN schedule software. It's a very light and easy software that will be helpful for you to create the meeting lineup, and the work plan for your staff, that you can utilize anytime. Uh, and I hope this particular demo might have helped you in terms of initial setup and in terms of how to utilize this software. If you have any questions specifically, do send out an email via the protocol, or if you have any message or comments, to let us know. And if you do certainly need details, contact us and we'll be providing help on that. I hope this demo might have helped you for your organization, and if it did, I'll be happy to learn about that. Thank you very much.